Welcome everyone to the Anything Vlog, where I vlog about everything and of course anything. I'm Evoeightrich and it's hot out here. Whew, I am sweating like crazy. I'm gonna do today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the 10 things that I love about my Evo-8 2003 Evo-8 GSR, and I'm at the same place I was before, as you can tell. Pretty much the same spot. No wind this time so far. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna do 10 things I love. I wanted to leave a space in between the two videos, but being out of work and at the moment and broke, I have to, I don't try to do the videos I could do, right? Before I get started, I want to show you guys something. At Christmas time, my son's girlfriend bought me this shirt. Check it out, pretty cool. It's got the Evo on it. Pretty neat. Never wore it before. I thought it'd be a good occasion to wear it. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Came out really good. I'm gonna give you another shot, hopefully, because I can't see what I'm pointing the camera at because I'm looking at the lens. So hopefully you can see it. So when I look at the video, hopefully it came out good. But anyway, what I want to do first is I want to do a quick rundown of the things I hated and kind of show you, because I had somebody mention that I didn't really show I didn't show what I was talking about. I just kind of said it. So I'm not going to go in the order that I went. It's not going to be exact order, but I'm just going to roughly go over some of the things that I hated and kind of point them out. All right? So I'm going to start with this. Like I said, this isn't necessarily the order, so if I say number one, it isn't really number one. It's just the number one where I'm starting. All right? So one thing is the roof. Right here, the paint coming off. All right, it's almost like a rubber coating that coming off. That's one of the things I hate. So that's what I was talking about when I said that, if I didn't mention it or show it before. Number two is the gas door there. See, I'll show you. I'll pull on the latch. There's L8 down on the floor. I'll pull on the latch. See? And as you can tell, nothing happens. So that's like the second thing. Like I said, these are not in the exact order, but here they are. Here's number three. And a third thing I didn't like was a clear coat coming off this rear spoiler here. That's been a big hassle. One of the other things on the inside here is what I was talking about. This is completely beeping. This is completely broken, so I can't turn it from hot to cold. I have to physically pull the whole thing apart and get in and move the cable. So that for sure was the number one thing I hated. That I know for sure. And you got your light liner, the headliner. Let me get out here. So you got the light headliner, and you can see, I don't know if you can tell, it's dirty on the top here because it's light. So that's a couple things there. So how many is that? Let's say we got the roof, that's one, spoiler two, gas three, that's four, that's five, six would be under the hood, so I'm gonna have to pop the hood, so hang on a second. Oh yeah, before I pop the hood, I remember the other thing is the seat. Okay, check out the seat right here. It's completely busted. See how it's broken? The bolster on the side is broken. It's been like that for a long time. So that's the other thing I was talking about. So you got the seat, the air conditioning control unit, spoiler, gas, and the thing on the roof. And let me go into the hood and show you what I was talking about there. Okay, under the hood, one of them was the radiator, which I replaced with the Mishimoto, so that was the plastic. And then the other thing was the battery. You see how it's really tight in here and it's actually touching? That was another thing. That's number two under the hood. And number three under the hood was the blow-off valve. You see I replaced it with the super sequential. So I had three things basically under the hood. And basically three things on the outside. It'd be six, and I think that's 10 right there. Oh, the HIDs on the outside. There's be number 10. Alrighty, so there's your rundown. Be your HIDs, the radiator, blow-off valve, battery, roof paint, carbon fiber clear coat, door latch on the gas tank, seat, control panel, and the light headliner. So that's it. So hopefully that helps. Those are the individual things. I told you it's hot out here. I'm sweating like crazy. Those are the individual things. Now let's get to the reason you're watching the video to begin with. The things I love about my Evo. Alright guys, let's get started. What I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go the same way. I'm going to go from number 10 to number 1. Obviously 10 will be the thing I love the least, and number 1 will be the thing I love the most. But what I'm going to do is as I go through the list, I'm actually going to show you as I'm talking about it. So it's going to be a little bit different. Alright, the number 10 thing I love about my Evo is the steering wheel. The steering wheel on these, for a stock steering wheel, even for not a stock steering wheel, are one of the best out there. I also love the way the gauges with the RPMs are in the middle. But the steering wheel, I mean, there's a guy who does videos where people drive around, and I guess it's, I think it's called Smoke and Tire, and he loves this steering wheel. But even for a stock steering wheel, even if it's like an aftermarket pretty much, because it's one of the best steering wheels out there. So the number 10 thing I love about my Evo is the steering wheel. Alright, the number 9 thing I love about my Evo, staying with the theme on the inside, is the pedal spacing. I apologize for being dirty, but the pedal spacing on this is perfect for heel toe. A lot of the other cars are not, but the pedal spacing on this is superb. I just put that little cover on there. Mine doesn't have the fancy things. Some of the, I think the 04s and stuff came with the fancy things. I've got to get those wires tucked up. But anyway, so that is the number 9 thing I love about my Evo, is the pedal spacing. Okay, continuing on the inside, and number 8th thing I love about my Evo GSR is, if you notice on the steering wheel here, nothing. You notice here, nothing. There is no cruise control, no navigation, none of that stuff. It's what I love about my Evo GSR. I did not buy this car. They have all those fancy buttons and all that crap on here. This is a performance car, and that's what I want it to be. Nice and rugged. Don't need nav. I have a DVD player. But none of that stuff. So the number 8 thing I love about my Evo is it doesn't have all those gadgets. If you want all those gadgets, I mean, if you guys have that and you love it, that's fine. But for me, if you want all those gadgets, go buy a Buick. Alright, so the number 8 thing I love about my Evo is it doesn't have nav or any of that cruise control stuff. Alright, now on the outside, the 7th thing that I love about my Evo is right there. Single exhaust. I do not like dual exhaust. They're a waste on a 4-cylinder engine, in my opinion. Like the single exhaust, one pipe out, you have one manifold, one pipe, straight shot. It's just way better. I don't know why they went with the double. They followed the STIs and went with the double, but the number 7th thing, the 7th thing I love about my Evo is the single exhaust. Alright, the 6th thing that I love about my Evo GSR is the looks. I just love the way it looks, the styling, the lines. I just love it. It's beautiful. With the spoiler on there, a lot of guys don't like the spoiler, but if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have bought the car like that. I don't really get that. You buy a car because you like it. And these guys will buy it and then they'll completely take the spoiler off. They didn't like it. It's just like, okay, whatever. But to me, it's beautiful design. Great body lines. So the 6th thing, number 6 that I love about my Evo is the looks. Alright, number 5, back in the car. The 5th thing I love about my Evo is the clutch. This has a really stiff clutch. It has a great feel to it. Doesn't have that really soft clutch that you get in some of the other performance cars, or so-called, whatever they are. I love the hard, firm clutch. So the 5th thing I love about my Evo is the hard clutch. Alright, number 4. The 4th thing I love about my Evo is the Brembo brakes. Got 4 piston in the front, big beautiful brakes, and as you're familiar with, 2 piston in the back. Stops the car, I think it's 105 feet if I'm not mistaken, which is awesome, but they're beautiful. So that is the 5th thing I love about my Evo. or excuse me, it's the fourth thing. Number 4 that I love about my Evo is the Brembo brakes. All right, number 3, the third thing that I love about my Evo is this right here. Not it being short and all that, I did that. 5-speed, not 6, 5. 6-speed is unnecessary, you don't need that. This 5-gear automatic, manual transmission is pretty much bulletproof. They've had problems with the 6. A lot of guys have 6 to switch into 5, but this 5 is awesome. Don't need anything more than that. So that third thing, number 3, that I love about my Evo is a 5-speed transmission. Alright, the second thing I love about the Evo, I really can't show you that with it sitting here, but I'll just tell you as I'm showing you in the car, is the all-wheel drive and the limited slip. The all-wheel drive and limited slip, there's nothing better than that. It handles, it's just awesome, the handling itself. So that's the second thing I love about the Evo, my Evo, and Evos in general, is the all-wheel drive and limited slip. It's number 2. Now we're to number 1. Now if it seems like I'm talking crap about other people's cars by saying I don't like this and I don't like that, I'm not. If you like those things, that's fine. I'm just telling you what I like and what I don't like, and that's why I love my car. So I'm not putting anybody down. If it seems like that's what I'm doing, I apologize. By no means would I ever do that. Everybody likes something different. But my number 1 thing that I love about my Evo is, of course, the engine. The 4G63 engine is one of, if not the best, tunable engines out there. Excuse me. You can get a lot of horsepower out of this engine, and it's pretty much, as they say, bulletproof. There's a lot of lists that put this number 2, number 3. You have the Supra engine, which I don't remember the number offhand. They put that one number 1, but this one is either number 2 or number 3. It's right in there. This is one of the best engines ever made, 4G63. So the number one thing I love about my Evo is this engine. Alright guys, that's going to do it. Those are the 10 things I love about my Evo. Everybody likes something different, as I said, and that to each his own. That's why there's so many different cars out there. Everybody likes something different, but this is what I like about my car, and there's some of the things I don't like. I'm glad my car doesn't have them, so these are the 10 things I like. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm rushing my camera. It's hot out here. My camera keeps quitting. The battery is draining really fast, and it just keeps stopping, so I'm going to have a whole bunch of pieces I got to put together. But that's going to do it. There's the 10 things I love about my Evo 2003 Evo GSR. Alright guys, so if you like the video, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And to all my new subscribers, thank you very much. I'm over 800 now. I'm excited about that. I know that might not be a big deal to some other people, but to me that's awesome. So if you know anybody, let them know, because I want to hit that 1,000 before the end of the year at least. So that's what I'm shooting for. Alright, so like I said, if you like the video, hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And hopefully you like this video and it gives you everything you need. Put comments down there. I'll get back to you. And we'll move on. Alright guys. I'll see you next time. Well, I'll be somewhere else doing something else. Bye.